Sure is windy. Hear the old building a creaking. Oh yeah. Hey now, coming down up there. Welcome back, guys. We are here with some second channel action, and today is gonna be one of them days where we just try to get some done, but I can't promise you all of what's gonna get done. So, as I record this, last week, we did our first round of sheet metaling on this. I fixed the rust on that. We did our rear little kick-up tunnel thing. And about a week or so prior to that, I was telling Slick, actually 2 weeks before that I think I want to move my metal fab stuff that we put over there down here. Down here, this looks cool. It kind of looks like a storefront. It makes for an awesome background. But we have a bench and just a couple decorations that take up this whole wall. And I promise you, there's more work that happens in this shop than there is just sitting around on a bench. So there's a lot of times when I could use my belt sander, except it's actually faster just to like use my grinder because I'm down here to grind something, opposed to walking all the way up there. And yeah, same with the cutting metal with the Evolution saw, and then having that table. So this was the straw that broke the fab shop side back last week. When I went to lay out the bead rolls for that panel, and that table was covered in all my equipment from actually working, then I was trying to lay out a panel on there. And I was like, boy, it sure would be nice if someone had a 3x8 foot long, perfectly flat table somewhere close to lay this out on. And because of that, I just decided, it kind of locked in, that I would like to move that stuff over here. I said that would be our fabrication side, but since then we've done rust repair on a GMC, we've C-notched a GMC, we've C-notched an S10, we've done rust repair on the Model A, we've started building a custom sheet metal floor on the Model A. Not one bit of it's been on that side over there, has it? So kind of thinking about it, guys, this shop side really is big enough, because y'all know I don't let like projects just plumb stack up in here. The most vehicles we should ever have on this side is probably about 3, and one of them's gonna be able to run and drive where we can pull it out, even if it is 3 deep. So to me, it kind of sort of just makes sense that we move our equipment that we use over here. What are we gonna end up really doing with this side of the shop? I don't know. It may just stay parking, I guess. And that's okay, because it's good. We'd rather not have the DATSUN King delivery and the International sitting outside, but also it leaves room for like that Model A chassis, how we stored it over there. That's perfect. And we probably still will end up with some sheet metal equipment over here as far as keeping stuff along this back wall, and that's okay too. But some of this big nitty gritty stuff I'd really like to get closer to us. Let there be light. Ha-ha. Now, the first thing we're gonna actually do this morning is that old light fixture there. We're gonna pull it down. They came and they spray foamed, and I guess they didn't worry about insulating all of that wall because the backside of that wall's insulated already. The only problem is we're only covering with OSB up to our frame part up there, which then means the rest of that would be left like that. And then when we painted that, it would look incredibly stupid. So that being said, I got a hold of those guys and they said they can come back and finish filling that in. So that light fixture up there, I want to get it down. We may need to pull that camera and crap down. I don't know. Actually, before we do that, we're going to get old Gertrude charging in case we need to fire that puppy up. Fire it up, let them horses sing. Now this side is also supposed to be for parking, which would be counterproductive to do this to then just park over there, which is what I was trying to avoid. But do not forget, we've got the Model A in the mix. We've got the wagon. Some of y'all are asking, it's still at the interior shop, so don't worry, it will be back on the channel. In fact, I plan to have it at the Lone Star Roundup, April 19th and 20th in Austin, Texas. Excuse me. my goal to that to bring to that show, it's pre-63, guys, so I plan on bringing the wagon and the Model A. So if you want to see them, come on out and see us there. Lone Star Roundup, April 19th and 20th. I didn't bring nothing up here besides my knife, and I'm about 99% certain this fixture is dead, meaning there's no live power going to it. If you're wondering what that is, that's actually gas. When we ran gas to the back of the shop, we added a stub out over here, and that's gonna run our gas to our furnace over there. And good gracious, I think they used the longest bolt they could find for this sucker. All right, what we got? What we got? White's gonna be your neutral, black's gonna be your hot. We're gonna make sure that ain't live. Yep, I'm not getting shocked. That's a good thing. It was a very professional test there. We will wrap them right back up and shove them in there. I wish I had a cover for that. Ah, I see. We can sort of kind of make a cover. We just unthread all this crap, which is better than nothing. Slap our bracket back on, give this old duct tape special where the foam can't get in there. Now we get to thread this old 4-mile machine screw right back in. So hopefully this will actually bury underneath the foam. And it'll be gone forever. And I don't know how to get this old security camera off here. Yeah. Hey! I was about to hit that thing with a flying roundhouse off the top rung of the ladder. It's about to look like a classic WWF matchup in here. Oh, don't tell me I broke my kniffy. I mean, these things ain't made to pry with. Little lock got a little bend to her, a little custom bend. All right, those are gonna be the 2 big eyesores. That should be ready to foam. I do believe those guys are showing up today, they had said. And since we're in here, let's do a little pressure check real quick. My buddy did the plumbing, but I added an extra spigot in the other day off the other end of the building. So I done tapped into it. And since then, well, I pressured it up the other day, just a hair past 40. That's perfect. Woo-hoo-hoo! That means we're good. It means I'm a plumber yet. I had to get my butt crack out, you know what I mean? As soon as I got my butt crack out, my plumbing skills went up 400%. But actually I was nervous because the other day, once they showed up to spray foam, I went and checked it and it was on 0. And I hadn't checked it since I aired it up. So I was like, oh crap, I messed up, which ain't no good. We need to find the joint, obviously, before that gets sheetrocked, find out what's leaking or whatever. And then I got to thinking, I seen tape on one of the valves, and if they opened that valve by accident, it would have released all the air. So I was like, oh, I bet they opened it. So that just confirms we're 100% good. When they were here, they either tried the outside spigot for water and let the air out, or they accidentally got that ball valve in there and let the air out. Overall, I'm super happy with how all that's going. Now, since we probably need to clean this, because this is what we're trying to get to. I don't know if me and him can get it from this side, or if, like I said, I'm gonna have to move trucks and he's gonna finagle in here and get it from this side. And then we're going over there where all that crap is. So I need to get to doing some rearranging and cleaning. Yeah. Basically, if I know I want it over there, we're just gonna go ahead and take it there. I think we're gonna figure out a new stand. I'd like to get something with actually some drawers on it where we can start separating our mechanics tools and metalwork and stuff, kinda. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo! She is there. Ha! 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 Sika! Carry 2 things, I'm already hot. Ugh. This is kind of a good problem to have though, guys. It's not really a problem, but what it is we've got more than enough shop space finally, which is stinking awesome. One big item I would love to add to the shop in the next year or two that would probably end up going over here and taking up a good chunk of room would be a 4x8 plasma table. I've always wanted one. Y'all know I had that little one, and basically I was gonna have to teach myself on it, and I just couldn't justify the time for no more than it was capable of doing. Anyhow, I'd love to get a 4x8 where we could do bigger projects and I could get some training on it. Apparently my back is dry because it's super itchy. And anyways, like, y'all know how I like to do axle tabs and stuff like that. Would be cool to figure out how to, instead of having to buy those things, obviously we could cut them ourselves, but besides that, it'd be cool to figure out a PFS logo to maybe cut into them or something. And then we could offer those to you guys. I think it'd be cool to add that to our inventory of stuff. If someone wanted some PFS axle tabs or something, that we could maybe look at offering that one day. One day, some way. Yeah! Nothing like hearing the little doors just clank in the wind. Reminds me of the old fab shop. I miss the old shop, guys. We had some good times there. But I'm so happy that we have just moved on to bigger and better things. The old shop will always be the start, but I'm just so thankful for this being the future. Get our safety wire off our gas bottle there. And this baby's actually pretty well empty, so if we go find us a shelf later or something to set those things on, we probably need to go swap this out. Hey-yo! Hey-yo! Come on, old Gertie. Don't make me talk dirty. Be good to me, baby. Gotta get gas! That one offers the quick key release feature for easy theft function. I'm just assuming this one's dead too. That little yeehaw though. She's my daily. May have to blow it. Go! That's how you dent your door. Send this one to my glass buddy and have him fix all this where I don't have to listen to shaking glass or put door shims in there. Then I'd probably enjoy this more. Oh, good golly. Yeah, the front of this thing sits low. Low, just bottomed out, pulling up right there. She sure sounds good. Block Chevy and LS, you can't beat them, guys. The Travelall sits so low that I just drove this up here, no problem. Woo! Lay that baby out. I ain't done that in a while. I'm gonna put them over here where I can get a battery charger to them if I need to start them later. Besides that, I'm actually gonna put the battery charger on these throughout the day and let them charge. I mean, not so I can start them later so they're ready to start later. Back in the day, me and these two girls, we were inseparable, guys. And I still love them, okay? And you can tell they still love me. As long as they've been sitting in them two spots, give them a little battery, vroom, they fire right up. I'm proud of you, girls. I come out here, rev this one up, it blew half the dust off of it. You see that? Now this one, oh, y'all know I love this little truck. It is super slow. It's not as practical to drive as the Yeehaw. Like the Yeehaw's kind of nitty gritty, so I just bang gears in it and give it hell. We could do that to this one, but y'all know underneath the hood, underneath the truck, the interior is a big motive of this one that I don't drive it a lot because I'm dirty 95% of the week. This has a really nice interior, but I'd really like to start putting some miles on this one and get it singing around town and stuff. I ain't hardly driven it but twice in the last year, I'm sad to say. Over a year ago though, we did drive it all the way down to Dallas for its first drive ever, basically. And when in Dallas, I lost the keys for it. And since then, I still ain't even put a key switch in it. I've been hot wiring it since. She's like old Gertrude. You get a little fuel up to that carburetor finally, she'll bust right off. Now as you hear, super duper loud. At some point on that drive coming home, I think our collector bolts loosened up and may even fell out. So if you hear that chopping cam, it's just because it's an open header damned old hot rod. That thing picks up like a monster truck. We'll just pick this old girl on up. Now we gotta be careful on this one. Roof, garage opener. Oh, we're good. We're maxed out. Up underneath here, you can see she's getting cobwebs from sitting. Probably a black widow. This side of the shop looks weird being empty. Oh, goodness. Well, apparently there's an oil leak on the Datsun. We'll look for that in a second. There's still some grass left over from someone doing donuts, I see. Yep, both sides. Guys, look at this sweet frame we had built. I'm super proud of this thing and how she turned out. Oh, I see I missed some paint there. Got a little surface rust coming in. It's all right. Oh, there's a spider right there. Y'all see it? Man, she sure turned out pretty clean. Look at that goofy exhaust. That's why she's so slow. Oh, I didn't realize how close that was to our brake line either. That ain't no good. The problem is with that muffler, there wasn't nowhere good to come out the side because of this and our airbag being right there. We may just unbolt that and see how it does dumping back here. I mean, it ain't like anyone's gonna be up in the box or anything, like we're gonna be transporting someone up there. Or back there, I mean. Here's our proportioning valve to the rear. Oh, is that a little wet? Found a little brake leak there. Here's our distribution manifold for our air. Dang, apparently I missed a lot of paint when I was painting. More spider webs. She's still a pretty sweet build underneath here. Did not take long for that exhaust to rust over, did it? And yep, there we go. Both bolts completely missing. And then as far as our oil leak, well, right now it's on our transmission there, but the whole bottom side of that oil pan kind of looks wet. And the biggest drip I see so far is right there on the drain plug, which could be good if that's the majority of our problem. And this here, I think's our oil pump. She's looking a little wet too. Obviously that sucker's been leaking, but I'm not 100% sure what's just leaking on it that bad. Hopefully not that rear main seal up in there. Oh, and then I see oil coming from up there on the starter. Who knows? I even see a drip of oil right up there. I ain't ever seen such a leaking Datsun engine in my life. Holy cow, this was so much work. Thinking about it now, building all this stuff on the front, making stuff work that was never supposed to be there. Yeah, we need to do a couple things on this and get it back on the road. Really start shaking it down. That thing probably still don't have 400 miles on it. That ain't true. I don't know how far it is to Dallas and back, but whatever that is how many miles are on it. I did not even plan on messing with this truck today, so just real quick, we're gonna pull these bolts. And I'm gonna move these bolts and gasket up here. My buddy Adam's on his way, should be here any time actually, so we gotta hurry. Actually need to get this stuff out of our way on this side. And here I am playing grab ass with a Datsun. Those are serrated nuts, so they should stay. I think I just didn't get the last ones tight, probably. Those ones are tight. Now, knowing this may not last and the exhaust was experimental, this hanger, I did just drill and tap that frame, And I bolted our hanger on. That piece is removable. A booty shake action. Fire's right up. She's a lot quieter that way. Revs a lot better with some exhaust on it. Show does. Don't tell me we're gonna drive this thing around today. Don't tell me we're gonna throw a Mexican blanket on the seat and make this the new daily driver. This is so dang quiet. Once you get where you're going, you just simply turn it off, put her in gear, aka use your parking brake, and you're good to go. Box truck mafia, baby. Over there we got International Gang Gang. Adam's here. There's the old table mover. Oh, Adam. He always has a sweet work rig. That ain't even his work truck. He actually has a work truck, something kind of like that has a service bed on the back. But usually if it ain't like it's 2024, so if it ain't 2025 or newer, Adam don't own it. I think he has a couple 2027s and 2028s too. He always has a sweet work rig. I don't haul enough stuff like he does to justify needing one of them, but I've rode in his, and holy cow, that's like a Cadillac towing machine, man. They're super impressive trucks. Y'all know I got my 05 or 06 Chevy out there, just a 6-liter gas burner, and y'all would have thought I was buying a 2023 Denali the way I was acting with the old Duramax or something. Oh, my wife was the one who put it in perspective. It was so funny. I was like, I don't know if I can buy that. It's so new and blah, blah, blah. She was like, Jacob, that truck is like 20 years old. Quit acting like you're buying something brand new. And I was like, yeah, you're right. No, he's just going for it. I was hoping they're going to come over here. I was going to say, hey, I'll grab this motor if y'all grab that one. Measuring the lift is like 9'4" between their table's 8 foot, so that gives us about 8 inches of side. Well, my new tape measure just broke. They don't make crap how they used to. Push that as far forward as we can. All right, guys, there she be. Squared it up off the table. We went roughly 5.5 foot to right here. That's going to allow us a couple feet off of this wall to put our bench grinder and stuff like that, and then allow us 3 or so foot between there for walk-in. And I did want to favor this side more, same reason. So we have plenty of room over here getting into our cabinets and headed to our loft. Well, Adam got us lined out on our table, so thank you, Adam. They're spray foaming now, I think.
Water line over there.
Yeah, I ran a water line over there so we can have a sink to wash our hands finally. All right, guys, they're getting that filled up. That's going to look way better. There's an elbow of that water line there. I asked them if they would get for us too. Me and Bill's going to head towards the Harbor Freight. The wind's going to get us out here. See if we can't find a bench or something I can use. We're going to take the Datsun, guys. I ain't really got dirty today, so we might as well.
This thing's starting right up.
Hold on. Let me throw the mouse trap out, unless you want it popping your toe.
I got enough problems with my toes.
Bill's got. All right, guys, last week I had got some slag between my toes, and I got to start taking better care of it. I woke up this morning and it was hurting, and I think it may be trying to get infected on me. We don't want that. You may have to pull it up here, Bill. Taylor's fired. He didn't give us door handles. I'm also chewing up my regulators because we can't get our handles on there. He said we need to trim down something or whatever, but who's got time for that? The wind's blowing a little bit. You holding on over there, Bill? Yeah. We can't drive the old dusty rig around. We gotta get her cleaned up so Bill looks good. Get them armpits. He ain't put deodorant on in a while. I hate dang shows that put stickers on your car. All right, Bill, we're ready to show the old girl off.
All right.
Bill hadn't rode in the Datsun before. How's she run?
Runs good. Rides smooth.
And that was my next thing, how's she ride?
Real good.
He said better than that Honda.
Smoother than the Honda.
All right, our next hot wire job. Got the arm on for Bill. That way we're strutting our stuff around town here. Hey, imagine how good it'd start if it had a key switch where you could bump it. You like that wiring, Bill? I see you eyeballing it. Did you know I redid the whole truck? Made my own harness for everything. Yeah, that was a lot of work. We gotta get her sitting down lower if we're gonna be driving around and seeing in this thing. Honey, I'm home.
What are you doing?
Harbor Freight Run.
Oh, I gotta do one too.
We can. She definitely runs a little better with that exhaust pulled off. Oh yeah, we don't have a speedometer, so we're just kind of using our gasometer so we don't get pulled over and get a ticketometer. We seen old Puddin' hot riding that little Datsun around town again. Bill didn't want to push, so we figured we'd better get us some gas. We got to get fuel. The boys. No, we were hauling butt actually. I forgot we had to get gas. I meant to get it before I come by the shop.
Then we got recognized as gas.
Yeah, then we had to sign a few autographs at the gas station. Beat off the pop. Oh, don't say beat off the paparazzi. Y'all know what I meant. Y'all know what I meant. Guys I run with a tough crowd. You know what I mean? They were hesitant to sell me this. They don't think it's gonna. They don't think it's gonna fit. I think they're wrong.
Is it empty inside?
Kinda, sorta.
Oh, it barely fits.
Oh.
I would not have seen that.
Oh, we hit the next lip. Bring her in, boys.
Oh, lay the thing down a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just like a glove.
She's a hauling machine. Y'all thought she rode good before, just wait with the extra weight on the back. She'll ride real good. Perfect for the, here's what we got, guys. 46-inch 9-drawer. Then we got the workstation that don't have the drawers, just 2 double doors. I think they're the same height, same color.
Yeah.
We got lucky.
Got big doors down here and one big door up.
And I think this one was on sale, so got even luckier.
Oh, my bad.
Where'd he go?
Here I come up the hidey hole. Bill, I think both them Harbor Freight workers owe me an apology. They didn't think it was gonna haul it. Oh, this Honda thinks it's low? That's cute. You wanna show them what low is, Bill?
Show him what low is. On the ground,
That's
baby. Low. That Honda.
Then you just turn off your fancy key switch. Every time it kills me.
They come in like, how do you start this thing?
Bill, treat yourself. Get you a hot, frozen hot chocolate shake, buddy. Good thing we sat on the side of the road and waited for you to catch up.
Yeah.
It looks sweet going down the road.
Yeah,
What was it, low?
Yeah.
I was trying to have it low for you.
RV cam, baby.
You got an RV cam in yours with some what? High HO 305 heads?
Yellow plug wire.
I should bolt the starter to the wellhouse. Yeah.
But not the raised.
Well, the boys showed up to help unload, which was nice. Besides that, I'm getting help putting stuff together. And Tyler needs the cardboard, so I don't even got to haul that off. They thought it was smart to put them in the slide drawer, huh?
Terrible idea.
All that space in the bottom. We'll get her figured out in a minute.
Flips it over.
Well, that worked out pretty good, Bill. Craig, Tyler, and Slick, they're headed out of here. I appreciate them giving us a hand. I wasn't even expecting that. That sure helped us get set up quicker here to start figuring out what else we're gonna figure out. Guys, I'm already liking this being here. It's just gonna be more practical for working. I'm super happy we got the Datsun out. I had a blast driving that thing. It did really good. A little spit and sputter here or there. Kind of had a
blast.
Bill had fun. He likes it. He's like, man, you got to drive this thing more. There ain't no shakes, rattles.
Yeah.
It's quiet. It's smooth to ride in. I think Bill thinks it's probably the best one I've got driving wise.
I think so.
Going down the road, I'm telling y'all, this thing's amazing on the road. But also getting to hang out with the guys. It's always work. So stopping and having a burger with them and just getting to BS a little bit. Always a good time, of course. But, well, one thing I forgot out at the Harbor Freight, I forgot to look at, was a welding cart for our TIG welder. No, a welding cart, not parts. I'd like to get it on a welding cart where we can just keep it over here. Y'all know we don't hardly TIG weld at all, but there have been times when it'd be nice to be able to take a TIG welder to a vehicle, and here that's always a big problem because I store the tank in the corner and strap it to something, and your ground's short, so you gotta, and then all the other leads are real long, and by the time you gather it and go do it, it's like, it ain't even worth it. I'm gonna MIG weld it. So at some point we need to get one for that, but this gets us space for all of our other goodies anyhow. I think we're gonna have to get us a surge protector of some sort, or a decent extension cord. We only got power over there because I was not planning on ever working off this wall. If I was, we would have added more outlets. I don't think we're actually gonna mount any of this stuff. Most of it's heavy enough. I've never had my wire wheel mounted or anything. It always does okay. We're gonna do that on the end where we have the option of whoop, 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 working this in. Of course, we got that. Oh, Bill ate his Wheaties today. Yeah, we just turn something like that. We can have that. That gives us room for one more decent piece of equipment, keeping it workable. We could actually separate the two, put this down here, and then we could put the chop saw on here and keep it open and slid down some. We got options. I like options. Well, y'all give us a second. We're gonna back the Datsun in here, and as y'all can see, it's looking a little different over here. It don't look good on this side. It'll look better when we get a couple vehicles in here because they hide where you don't really see that back wall. Then we'll show you what the other side's looking like.
And here it comes. What'd that guy say to you at the burger joint about that?
Oh, he liked it. He said, man, that's a sweet truck.
Especially after you...
Got a whole fleet of them. Show him the sausage wagon. Tell y'all one thing. The Datsun don't want to go heads up against the Yeehaw. The Yeehaw spank it all day long. She's a ripper. Now, in the same sense, the Yeehaw don't want to have a backup competition with old Dumbo here, because Dumbo will whoop it. I can see China in them things, and I can't see diddly out of those. Oh, guys, That looks so much cooler with a couple box trucks stuffed in there to fill all that blank space.
Trying to see a race.
Oh, you think so? Which one you want to drive, Bill?
I think 2300.
Yeah. Well, he calls the yee-haw the hee-haw. He'll take the hee-haw. Now over here, guys, we were able to tuck our crate motor underneath there. It shouldn't be there for too long, so don't worry about us catching it on fire. Y'all can see my English wheel. I slipped it up underneath here, C-clamp on it so it don't fall and get your toe or whatever. This, I need to go trade out, so don't worry about it. Now, our chop saw, the Evolution, I decided to leave it on here. She's a little too thick for top there without pulling that off the wall. This one for now is just gonna hold this, which is fine. This one down here, we've got obviously our two setups there. And I grabbed one of these after using slicks the other day. I love that, so I just stocked it up. We shouldn't have to replenish any of that for a long time. And now we can put our clamps, sheet metal shears that we never use. This one, I'll probably put some type of dividers, or maybe this one for all of our different little roll lock wheels. This one, it's deeper. So we can put our roll locks, flappers, cutoff wheels, all that different kind of stuff. We're gonna be able to store it all right here. Boom, need some sheet metal shears? We got them. Need that thingy that keeps flopping around? Got it too. Shrinker stretcher fits just perfect. Bead roller along the wall right there. Those we don't use very often. You need to use it, boom, slide those out here in our open space. Sheet metal brake right on the end. And as far as using the welding table, say you need the full top, guys, well, no big deal. Once we get that TIG on its own cart, this thing, you could pick it up, sit it back there out your way. This, it's on wheels, grab the one handle, roll it wherever you need out of your way, guys. This is gonna make us so much more efficient for, like, when we go do the rest of the floors in our Ford, or our Ford Model A. It is a Ford, but Ford. I just felt really weird calling it that. In our old Ford, you know, when we go to build the rest of those panels, we'll be able to lay the sheet metal out right here. Boom, 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 bead roll it. It'll just be, this is how we should have set it up from the start. Well, it still looks pretty good, actually. I was gonna say, it probably don't look as good. I like the little bench and stuff up there. But it still has a pretty good look to it, because more importantly, guys, like I said, it really ain't an old store where the old men just hang out in front of. It looked like an old store, but Pete hangs in here putting in work, so we're gonna make it efficient, and I think that's gonna be a good test run of how to lay it out right there. Old Bill's leaving in the Honda Dog. Hung up a couple of my panels here. Corso built. I had supported him and bought a couple things off him. He does beautiful pinstriping. Little spark plug over here added to our wall. That piece is just absolutely killer. Got the patina with a little gold leaf and striping. And then we mounted up his saw right there he had sent me. So I'm pretty stinking happy, guys. This right here was really my main goal of today. And oh yeah, let's go check out their spray foam they were doing. Let's make sure we're good to go there. As y'all know, I've kind of been like the general contractor on our add-on this go around, and trying to keep everything happy and flowing and going ain't always the funnest, but it is what it is. Oh, that looks so much better, having all that filled in. Now, well, OSB goes up, then paint it all one color. It all kind of disappears, just like over there. We should have went 40 foot where we could have fit more vehicles a little deeper, you know what I mean? Because like at the 30 foot, I don't think we'll be able to fit two back to back, but I bet if we would have went 40 foot, we would have been good. Dang it. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Is what it is. Not that we need more shop space, just thinking for parking, that would have been really practical. And out here, old Gertie and Edna, they're hanging out. Over here, we are having all kinds of dirt problem from how they built that, and it came on top of me, of course. So I've been telling y'all we're gonna have to do some type of real serious retaining wall here. So as y'all can see, we're dug out for that. Now that it's dug out, to that point, concrete guys will have to come in and finish digging it out with a skid steer, kind of set grade. The goal, of course, being to keep the dirt off the building, because this was all filled in to a point where you can see here the dirt is going above our concrete, which means as the water runs down and hits that now, it has the possibility of seeping into our building. And in fact, it was seeping into our building. So now they'll be ready to come in, like I said, set grade. We'll hoop this. There'll be a little concrete wall, unfortunately, that has to go up. This was a very unexpected, honestly shouldn't even be my problem of a project going on. Now at the same sense, the lady who innocently bought that house, she's a retired lady from California, super nice. I've talked to her. It's not her fault that the builder showed up and did this to me. I didn't know enough back then, guys, to know that I should have said something when they first started mounding all that up. Or we probably could have prevented some of this just by threatening legal action. At this point, what it would take to go the legal route and make that gentleman cover this, I don't think it'd be worth my blood pressure or health and the prolonged of it being drawn out and who knows how long. We just got to get it fixed and fixed right. That's the other thing. You make one of them, okay, he's gonna pay for it. Well, then he does it the cheapest way possible. In 10 years down the road, it's my problem again. So she's okay with me tearing that all up, doing what I got to do to fix it and fix it right. So that's just what we got to do. And sometimes life hands you lemons, but you know, we can't complain. We just roll on and do what we can to make it right. I did have a conversation with that old builder, and he tried to make it sound like it was my fault. Yeah, I never build at the bottom of a hill, that old builder. And I'm like, well, I'm about to uppercut you up a hill. Oh yeah, I seen when you were adding onto that shop, I thought, boy, that's a bad idea because the problem he's gonna have. Yeah, right, bucko. I only added 30 foot off the original structure that was here before you decided to put about 110 wheelers worth of dirt right on my damn fence line. So yeah, that's my fault. I should have took care of it way back when they started trucking all that stuff in. Anyhow, is what it is. So there's the little shop update. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you just for coming back time and time again, watching our content. It truly means the world to me. Thank you guys for the support at the pudinsfabshop.com. For the most part, y'all pretty well keep us sold out. We release stuff and a couple days later, people's like, hey, where is it? And we're like, y'all keep it flying off the shelves. So I cannot thank you for the support there enough. I will see you. And do not forget, sitting on your ass will not finish your project. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hot damn, there's so much BSery. We had to start a whole channel for all the extras. Be sure to go check out Puddin's Fab Shop if you ain't seen that baby yet. Come on!